Hello, Medicare Advantage risk adjustment operators, innovators, and learners. Welcome to another learning series of the Hughes Academy Risk Adjustment Made Easy, the Medicare Advantage kind. We are in a new month, and therefore we are starting a new learning topic that will be covered throughout this month. If today is the first time that you're joining us, we want to say thank you for joining us. If you've been learning with us, also want to say thank you for joining us. And if you have not subscribed, I will encourage you to subscribe. If you haven't shared our channel, I will encourage you to share, to like the things that we do here, because it helps us to reach a wider audience, and also it helps you not to miss anything. So go ahead and subscribe on this channel. Today we are starting a new series on the Plan Communications User Guide, also known as the PCUG or the PCOG. If you work in the Medicare Advantage risk adjustment space, this is a must know. The Plan Communications User Guide is a must know, and therefore this month we'll take some time to dig a little deeper into the Plan Communication User Guide, introducing you to it and learning more of it and from it as well. So we'll start with part one. What is the PCUG? What is the Plan Communications User Guide? The Plan Communications User Guide is produced for Medicare Advantage and prescription drug plans. And if you are in this space, PACE plans also use it. So anyone that is working with CMS, MAPD, the Medicare Advantage Part D, either on the MA only or MAPD or PDP or cost plans or PACE programs, you are working through with the Plan Communications User Guide. And it's very interesting to me how many people who are running in this program do not necessarily know about this Plan Communications User Guide. And it is a must know that you need to really understand and know, and then use as you work in this capitation programs. So the problem is there are two systems, but it needs one language. So MA plans are managing millions of enrollees. There are several Medicare Advantage plans, PACE plans, POS plans managing millions of enrollees. CMS oversees these transactions that are going on between MA and the enrollees, and all these transactions flows back to CMS, back and forth with CMS and the plans. So there are enrollment transactions that are happening. There are disenrollment transactions that are happening. There are payment transactions that are happening. There are eligibility confirmations that are happening between CMS and plans, and CMS and states, and plans and states, and they all need to go back and forth. But between CMS and the plan, there needs to be one language, and they need to have shared formats. And the Plan Communications User Guide is actually, I would say, the Bible of the Medicare Advantage and prescription drug programs as you work in this space. So the PCOG is I would say, the dictionary that sits between CMS, MAPD, and plans that are communicating with each other. Just think of it as a cell phone that is communicating between them, that there are messages being shared back and forth, so that there is some form of interoperability, that each one understands each other. And the Plan Communications User Guide is the key resource that each plan needs to know as they communicate back and forth with CMS, and CMS also communicates back and forth with them. The Plan Communications User Guide is published by CMS, and it defines every data exchange. Like, you can imagine some enrollment transactions, the disenrollment transactions. There are model output, monthly membership payment. There are FEFD. There are so many things, almost anything you can think of that are between CMS and the plans. You will find an answer in the Plan Communications User Guide. What is in the Plan Communications User Guide? And as we go through this month, we'll be digging deeper into it. It's over 800 pages of tables and rules and text. It has about 111 file layouts that are being communicated between plans and CMS. There are about 86 reference tables that are in this Plan Communication User Guide. There's glossaries, there are acronyms, and it's updated every 1 to 2 months. As I'm speaking, the new file came came out this month, and therefore there are some changes that have happened within the Plan Communications User Guide that plans needs to know as they communicate with CMS back and forth to understand what they need to submit and what they need to get from CMS to make sure they are all on the same page. And as we go through this week, we'll be learning more about it, and we'll be taking some of these in much more detail, and we'll be learning more about these. It's kind of like a two-way traffic, right? Plans submit enrollments and changes to CMS. CMS sends back confirmations and payments, and every transaction almost that you can think about within CMS and the MA organization, Medicare Advantage organization, or Part D organization, or a PACE plan within this space, or a PACE program within this space, has some layout that CMS has put together to communicate these transactions among the organizations and CMS MAPD in the Plan Communications User Guide. Who uses the Plan Communications User Guide? Who needs it? The health plan operations team, the IT and data engineers, compliance and audit staff, risk adjustment analysts, vendors and consultants. All of us need the Plan Communications User Guide. It's one of the key resources you want to really know and understand and use, because if you're working in this MA space, that's pretty much like your Bible that you need in this space. Your edge is that most people never read it. And therefore, if you take time and keep calm and understanding the PCOG, you better understand the Medicare Advantage and prescription drug system. The PCOG is the playbook that can make you smart within the space. And starting next week, as we go through this month, we'll be looking at how the PCOG is organized. We'll be navigating through some of the pages. We'll be looking at some of the content in there. Therefore, you want to stay with us as we learn about the PCOG. We'll end that for today. As we end for today, I want to invite you, if you are not on our email list, I want to invite you to go to our website, www.healsacademy.com. You go to the Risk Adjustment Made Easy, and you get the chance to get our free signature gift from Chaos to Clarity, the essential comparison cheat sheet on Medicare Advantage risk adjustment data sources. You get it for free, and you become part of our family, and you don't miss anything that we send out from here. Otherwise, I will catch you next week. Bye for now.